What's up guys, Justin here with TheSketchUpEssentials.com. So in today's video we're going to talk about an extension from Fredo 6 that allows you to round and bevel corners inside of SketchUp. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so FredoCorner is a tool from Fredo 6 designed specifically to help you work with corners inside of SketchUp. You can download it from the SketchUpEssentials extension warehouse. I will note that this one is a paid extension right here. Perpetual license for FredoCorner is $25. You can get that through SketchUpEssentials. Considering everything that Fredo has done for SketchUp, I would say it is totally fair of him to charge a little bit of money for this extension. But so the way that this works is it basically comes with a number of different tools in here designed to help you work with corners. So it has the ability to round corners, bevel corners. It allows you to do subdivision as well as chopping corners. And so the way that this tool works is basically you activate the tool by clicking on the button that corresponds with what you want to do. So in this case, for example, let's say you wanted to round off this corner. This is a great way to do that just by clicking on the round corner button. When you mouse over everything in your object, notice how it's selecting these different edges just like this. And so what you can do is you can select either individual edges or multiple edges by clicking on more than one of them. And then you can tell this how you want it to round things off. So in this situation, let's say that you wanted to add like a 6-inch curve on the outside of this box like this, right? And we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a shift click. Actually, we don't need to shift click. We're going to click over here and over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to give this a depth. So in this case, let's say we wanted this to be a 6-inch offset. We're just going to type in a value of 6 inches right here. You'll notice how these preview lines adjust when we change our offset. So now, if I was to click like this, what that's going to do is that's going to go through and that's going to round off these edges right here. So one of the cool things about this tool is if you don't like what it does, there's an option here to undo your change. So for example, I didn't like the number of segments that was in here, so that was pretty rough. So what I want to do is I want to adjust the number of segments by clicking in here and typing in a value of something like 12 and then clicking. Well, notice how these are a lot smoother in here just like this. And so then when you're done, you can click on the button to exit the tool. One cool thing about this tool is it also retains memory of what's done. So if you click in here and then you mouse over this object, notice how it remembers that you did this, and it's going to allow you to click on this and undo if you decide that you want to undo it. You can also click on this again and redo it. So this is a pretty smart extension. And so notice how in addition to being able to round off the edges like that, you could also, if you were to click on this, round off this entire edge around the top. So in this case, for example, we want to set our offset to something a lot smaller. So maybe like 0.25 or something like that. Well, notice what this does is this gives me a preview right here of how that's going to be rounded. And if I was to click, notice what that's going to do is that's going to come in here and that's going to round off all of these edges just like this. So if I was to click and exit, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn off hidden geometry, you can see how you have this nice round edge on your object right here, which gives you a more realistic look and feel. And so this works on square objects. It also works on circular objects. So if I was to round off this edge, for example, notice how we can adjust this. So we could do like 3 inches or really whatever you want in here. Then you could click and it's going to round this off. Well, not only do we have the ability to round off these edges, we also have the ability to just do a simple bevel of the edges. So a lot of the time you don't want to round off your edges because it creates a lot of extra geometry in here. Well, what we can do is we can click on the bevel option and then click like this. Well, notice how what this is going to do is instead of creating all this extra geometry by rounding this, it's just going to bevel it around the edge with a single edge like this. So if we were to turn on our hidden geometry and look at this, notice how this has a lot more geometry than this does. So in addition, we could also do that with a surface like this one. So instead of adding the round on the top, we could add the bevel right here. So we're just going to select this and we're going to set our offset to something much smaller. So let's go with a 1/4 inch again, 0.25. But now if I click, notice how that just comes in here and that just bevels this whole thing off without you having to worry about all the extra geometry with the round face right here. And so if you're worried about this geometry that gets created in here, you can come in here as well and just select it, and then just use the Soften Smooth tool in order to soften those edges so they don't show up in here and make everything look kind of rough. And so there are a couple other tools in here, which I'm not going to talk about too much right now. So for example, the subdivision tool, that's something that you're really going to use if you're doing some kind of like subdivision surface modeling. In this case, you're probably not going to be doing a ton of that. So I wouldn't worry about that too much right now, but the tool is in here. In addition, it also gives you the ability to chop the corners. And so if you select this and you select chop corners, well, let's go ahead and set our offset to something like 1 inch. What that's going to do is that's going to take your corners and it's actually going to chop them off so that they're kind of rounded like this. So instead of you having the sharp corners in here, you're going to have the round corners. And if I was to undo that, there's also an option in here that allows you to set the kind of corner chop that happens in here. So for example, you could set this to be a circle and click on select. Well, notice how then you get a different look than you got the other way around. And so in addition, and I'm going to go ahead and undo this just so we don't get weird geometry at the corners, but in addition, this also is really smart about the way that it bevels off the corners. So if I was to take these inside corners, for example, and round them, notice what that's going to do is that's going to come in here and that's actually going to add some geometry. So instead of like trying to chop this out and making it kind of blocky in here, that's actually going to bevel this off in a curved way. So it's going to round this off, but it's going to do it by adding this extra geometry in here. On the other hand, if we were to select like these 3 surfaces, for example, and we were to round them, for these, what it's going to do is it's going to cut the geometry back out like this. I will say it's probably better to do all of these at once. So let's go ahead and undo this one right here. It's probably better to just select all of the edges that you want to bevel like this and do them all at once, because then you're going to get a much smoother result, right? You can see how this bevel smoothly transitions into this bevel. So I would say this is probably the best bevel and corner tool available for SketchUp right now, at least that I've seen. So if it is something that you're interested in, you want to be able to do those easy bevels, I will link to that in the notes down below. But as always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.